Good morning and Jai Hind, children. As you know that we are discussing the chapter conservation of plants and animals. Is it? And in previous class we have discussed about the two organization, that is WWE and IUCN. So these both organizations are going to work for the protection of wildlife and forest. It is. So their main objective is just to protect them and increase the number of endangered species also. Alright. So in the same way, there is some acts, some rules made by our country, made by our government to protect the certain endangered species. Get it? So the Indian government launched Project Tiger. Which project? Project Tiger, which was launched by Indian government in 1973. Okay, and this project was launched by the government just to protect the tigers and to increase the number of tigers, means their population. And it had become an endangered species. That tiger was endangered because their number continuously gets reduced. So it started with 9 tiger reserves. This project was started by the government with 9 tiger reserves. 9 reserves was made by the government under which the tigers get protected, tigers gets conserved to increase their population. Get it? And by 2010, this number had risen to about 40. From 9, it get increased to 14. Get it? 40. It's 40, 40. And the project aims to maintain a suitable tiger population in the natural environment. This is the basic objective. Alright, what is the basic objective? To maintain a suitable tiger population in their natural environment, not in any artificial environment like zoo and all, in their natural environment. Get it? So that is why this project was started by the government. Everyone understood now? Now, come to the next topic, and we have the next topic, that is forest and paper. The paper industry is completely dependent on forest. So, as you know that paper is made from wood pulp. Get it? And roughly 17 full grown trees are required to make 1 ton of paper. Get it? This is the data given for you. For making 1 ton of paper, how many trees are required? Yes, 17 trees. Means 17 fully grown trees get cut and their wood pulp made, and then we will obtain this much amount of paper. Get it? So you can imagine that how many trees are going to cut to obtain the paper. Alright? Understood? So it's given here that saving paper therefore means saving trees. If we are going to save the paper, so we are going to save also what? Trees. Get it? Because if less use of paper will occur, so less trees will get cut. If more paper will use, more paper get waste, so more trees will cut. Get it? Now, it also means saving energy and water needed to manufacture paper, as well as reduction in pollution by reducing use of harmful chemicals required in making paper. So just see that how many benefits are there if we stop misuse of paper, or if we reduce the use of paper. So the first of all, trees will get saved. Get it? Second thing is there, the certain material which are used in paper industry at the time to make paper, like water, like certain amount of energy, power, because that industries are running by power, electricity. So that energy will also get conserved. Water will also conserve, as well as it will minimize the pollution also, because while making the paper certain chemicals gets used mixed in pulp of food. Get it? And those chemicals are going to pollute our environment. If we are going to reduce the use of paper, so it will also minimize the pollution. Get it? From those harmful chemicals. So these all are the benefits by reducing the use of paper. That is why you must have to take care while using your notebooks and books that no wastage should be there. Get it? Utilize your notebooks completely, fully. Okay? Then you can help to conserve the trees, help to conserve the environment. Alright, help to conserve the water, help to conserve the energy and all. Alright, understood everyone? That's about forest and paper. Now, come to the next, endemic species. Children, as we have discussed about the endangered species, is it? So those species of the animals or plants whose numbers are very less, whose population is very less, those are known as endangered. Now, a group of species is also mentioned here, that endemic species. And this endemic species either are plants or animals, that indicates for what? That indicates that the group of plants or animals which are found in a certain place, in a certain area of the earth. Okay? Because in different places, a special kind, I can say that a unique kind of plants or animal species are found naturally, and they are not found anywhere else naturally. Get it? So such species are known as endemic species. Get it? So the plants and the animals are distributed non-uniformly on the globe. Equally, they are not distributed. Some of the places such animals are found more. Okay, like the kangaroo. Kangaroos are naturally found in Australia. It is not found in other parts of the world as it is found there. It can be found kept in zoo and all, but naturally they are found much more there. So just like that, there are certain species of plants and animals are also there, and some like humans, dogs, and cats. They are widespread and habitat most region. And some of the species of the animals and the plants are there which are widespread, means found everywhere. And one of the species are us, humans, cats, dogs. These are the species of the animals found everywhere. Alright. So others which have very restricted distribution and may be found only a limited region, such as the particular forest on a single island or in a single river or lake. And these highly restricted organisms are known as endemic species. Get it? Understood the endemic species? Those species of the plants and animals which are what? Found only on certain places. They are not found everywhere. Alright now? Like some of the species of the plants found especially on some islands, not everywhere else. Some of the species of the animals which are found especially on those islands, not everywhere. So such kind of species which are found on a particular area and not found generally in other parts of the world. So such species are known as endemic species because they are unique to a specific region. Why they are found particularly for some places? Because they are unique for that reason. The climatic condition, atmosphere, everything is suitable there for those animals. That is why they are found only on those places. Got it? Everyone. So you can say that this endemic species are those species of plants and animals that are found exclusively in a what? Particular area and are not naturally found anywhere else. Get it? Now, they may be endemic to a restricted region, a state, or a country. They may be found in a particular country, or may be found in a particular state, or they may be found in a particular region of a state. Anything can be there. Okay, and the examples are like the Indian game squirrel and the flying squirrel. Have you heard the name? Flying squirrel. The species of this squirrels which can jump long distances from one tree to other tree. Get it? Because they have stretched muscles in their body. Alright. And this species is known as flying squirrel. Ant squirrel, a big size, large size of squirrel. So these are the two endemic species found where? Found in our country in Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve Area. Get it? They are not naturally found in other parts, other places. So this is one of the example of the two species of the endemic species of animal. Get it? And the second one is the Asiatic lion. They are now believed to reside only in the Gir National Park in Gujarat. Asiatic lion are only found naturally where? In Gujarat district, and the name of the national park is Gir National Park. Get it? So these are few of the examples. Just like that, we have many species of endemic. Those who are found in particular region or area. Get it? Understood everyone? Alright. Now, an species of bird, and the name of this bird is Arctic tern. Arctic tern. It is called the champion of migration. Champion because it travel long distance for migration, and this seabird breeds in the northern hemisphere at far north as the Arctic and spend winters in the southern hemisphere. Just see that how much distance traveled by this bird from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere. It goes there just for breeding, just to lay their eggs. Get it? And again return back in the next season. Alright now? So that is why it is termed as this bird is known as champion of migration. Okay, and this means a round trip of about 35,000 kilometer each year. How many distance traveled each year by this bird? Approximately 35,000 kilometers. So you can imagine that how much long distance traveled by this bird every year. Not just once in a life, every year. This bird is going to travel this much distance, and by moving continuously between the Arctic summer and the Antarctic summer, it sees more daylight than any other animal on the earth. So while traveling this much distance, what it's going to observe? Yes, many more daylights, not just one daylight, many daylights, okay, as compared to other animals, because other animals are not going to travel this much distance. Alright na? So they might travel and complete their journey just within 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, or a week, but it's going to travel for a month. That is why it's going to see that many day night. Alright na? Understood? So this is the information given regarding the Arctic tern, which is the one of the champion of migration, because travel longest distance. Now after this we have one more topic, that is Red Data Book. And this red data book, as simply indicates that book means a kind of book. It is a kind of book, and the title of this book is Red Data Book. So you must have to know about it because it is an interesting book. It is an important book. Get it? So the IUCN, you must have heard now, we have discussed about this organization. IUCN, International Union for, yes, conservation of nature and natural resources. This organization access the conservation status of species around the world. What this organization is going to do? It's going to take care, it's going to collect the data, collect the information from all over the world regarding the different kind of species of plants and animals. Okay, and after collecting it, this is done to highlight those threatened with extinction. And why this data is going to be collected by this organization? Just to find out which species is endangered, which species is threatened, or which species are at the tip of extinction. If we collect the data, if we count the numbers, then we can say na, that how many numbers are there. And on the basis of the numbers, we can categorize them in proper category. Alright. So the aim of this organization to do this work is simply promoting their conservation. Promoting the conservation of different species. It may be the endangered species, it may be the threatened species. So this IUCN maintains a red list, and which is a compilation of endangered wildlife species. So on the basis of his work, this organization is prepare a list of the what organisms, say that plants and animals, and that list is known as red list. What is known as red list? And under red list, which kind of organisms are kept? Which are endangered. The wildlife which are endangered. So only endangered species of the animals are listed in this list, and the name of this list is given red list. Get it? And it also maintain a red data book. While preparing this red list, the red data book is also get maintained by IUCN, and it provides data on population status of the species. What this book is going to provide us the information? From this book, you will get the data of all the wildlife, their numbers present on the earth. You can get all wildlife, all kind of animals, birds, everyone. How much they are present right now. Okay? So this information you will get from this book. And both the red list and the red data book, they show the risk of extinction of various species. So with the help of the data given by red data book and the red list, what we can find out, what information we can get? We can get the information regarding the wildlife which are near to extinction. Means their numbers are very few, and in coming future, if protection is not given to them, so they can be extinct. Get it? Such species can be completely finished. So this information we can get from this book. Okay. So whatever the species of wildlife which are found, about them, we can get the information about them, we can get from this book. And this red data book, species are classified into different categories. In red data book, different groups of species are given there. Get it? So you must have to know the name of those species which are listed in red data. So the first species which is listed here is, the first category is extinct. First category. And the second category, the second group is, yes, critically endangered. The third group is, yes, endangered. And fourth category is vulnerable. So these four categories of animals or wildlife are present in red data book, and these all four are having a particular meaning. Like extinct, you know very well. The list of those wildlife which are extinct, which are not found right now. So you can get all names of all animal or wildlife from this group. Okay. Second group is going to indicate critically endangered. Endangered and critically endangered. There is a little difference. Critically endangered means the species whose members are left only counted on fingers. Get it? Only counted in fingers. Below 100 you can say that, are below 50, approximate 50 in overall world. Such a species is critically endangered because much protection is required to them. Immediate protection is required to them. Otherwise, they can definitely get extinct. Alright now? So such group are known as critically endangered. They are also less in number. Their population is also less, but somewhat more than critically endangered. If their numbers are suppose 50 only, so they may be 80 or 90 like that, or 100, 110, 150. This all number indicates that endangered because it's very less number. Is it not? If we compare the numbers with overall world forest, so the number is very less, like 100, like 150. So they are also endangered and they also need protection. But we will categorize it as endangered species. Get it? The fourth one is vulnerable species. Children, the vulnerable species are those species which also need protection because their numbers are present more, their population is present more. But if we take a data of past 10 years or 20 years, okay, so that data will show the number of these population is going to reduce every year at a fast rate. Get it? For suppose before 10 years it was 10,000. After that, after just 1 year, there is a reduction of 1,000. That is left 9,000. Again, after 1 year, it is left 8,000. So, this data shows us it's going to reduce at a fast rate. So, we need the protection for them for their future growth of population. Get it? So, such species are known as vulnerable species. Alright? Understood all four categories of wildlife? So these list of all wildlife are kept there in red data book, and this red list and the red data book are revised periodically. It's going to revised, renew after a certain period, or say that after 6 months or after every year, say that. Then the number can be maintained, na? Because the population is going to increase or decrease in short period of time, 2 months, 3 months, every 5 months or every 6 months. So every time it's going to maintain, every time it's going to update. You can say that the suitable word is update. If the number is get increased, so the previous number get erased and the latest number gets mentioned. Right? So periodically it's going to what? Revise. And according to the 2019, okay, 2019 IUCN Red List of threatened species, more than 28,000 species face extinction. Just see that this is a data given at which year? 2019. The data of Red Data Book in 2019, which are printed are published. The threatened species, more than 28,000 species face extinction. How many species of wildlife are going to face the extinction? Yes, 28,000 species are at the what? At the place of extinction because their numbers are very less. Their population is very less left. And one in four mammals, one in seven birds, and one in three amphibians, and more than half of all freshwater turtles are threatened. Just see that. Another data. You all are aware about the word mammal. Mammal are the group of the animals. Okay, na? Which have the mammary gland, which have the two hands, two legs, like that. So these all are known as mammals. So we are also a mammals. Got it? So it's given that one in four mammal out of four species of mammal, the one species is threatened. Threatened means it is in danger. Okay, about the word, one in seven birds means out of seven species of the bird, one species is threatened. And amphibians, everyone know about amphibians? The animals, those who are capable to live in land as well as in water. They are known as amphibians, like frogs and all. So, about the amphibian, how many? One in three amphibians. Out of three, one is in threatened, means in the danger, and one more than half of all freshwater turtles. There are different species of turtles are found. Sea turtle, freshwater turtle, river turtle, and all. So half, more than half, they are in danger also. They are threatened also. Now what? This is the data of which year? 2019. Means just before how many? 2 years back data is there. So you can understand that, you can imagine that how many species are going to be in danger nowadays. Is it? And so that protection is required. Conservation of these species are required. Get it? Everyone understood? So this is all about the explanation of the chapter. And now we will discuss the exercise and before that we will discuss the answers of 4 questions. Oral question. And the question number 1 is harvesting of a crop means cutting down of all the plants of the crop in the field. And similarly, plant harvesting of trees means cutting down all the trees in a forest. Do you agree? Understood the statement first. What is the statement? Harvesting of a crop. Harvesting of a crop means cutting down all the plants of the crops in the field. Is it? Similarly, plant harvesting of trees means cutting down all trees in a forest. Is it? Do you agree? No. Reason is because plant harvesting means that cutting down of some trees. Okay, and leave the young trees because those young trees will again get grow, they will produce their seed, and again the new forest will what? Grown there. New trees will grown there. Alright? Now, question number 2 is an animal species that is widely distributed over the earth is said to be endemic. Do you agree? Give reason. So again the same kind of question is there. The statement is this: an animal species that is widely distributed over the earth, everywhere which is distributed, means the species which is found everywhere. It is said to be endemic. No. Your answer will be no. Because endemic species are only found in a particular area, in a particular part, in a particular region of the world. Alright. So this is the wrong statement. Now the question number 3. Saving paper means saving trees. Why? So you have to explain about it. How we can say that saving paper means saving trees? So you can say that because to make the paper, number of trees are going to cut. Okay, because wood pulp are required to make the paper. So if we save the paper, so cutting down of trees will also minimized. It's reduced, and the trees will shield. Get it? Right. Now, question number 4. What is the purpose of producing the red list and the red data book? The purpose, the objective, why this red data list and red data book is going to publish, is going to maintain. So simple, we have discussed as today that it is maintained to what? Yes, to get the numbers of the different species of wildlife, to find out the correct information about their population, and on the basis of this, what the proper conservation, the proper protection is provided to them. If we don't have such information, so it is very difficult to provide protection, provide conservation for certain species of animals. Get it? So that is why the list which is given in red list and the red data book, it's very important because it helps to conserve the wildlife. Alright, understood everyone? So this is your all about the oral questions. Okay, and I hope that you understood all the answers. Alright children, thank you and have a nice day.